Hello everybody! This is a quick Nicaragua video about the outlook on forced vaccinations. So Nicaragua is one of the very few countries in the world that does no forcing of vaccinations. So this means that if you work for the government here, you're not forced to get a vaccine. The only exception is that if you are a healthcare worker, then it is required for you to get a vaccine. I figured I would do a video about this just to share with you guys because a lot of you have asked me about what the outlook on vaccinations is here. And so after those questions, I talked to a couple of my local Nicaraguan friends and asked them what the situation was like. Because as you guys know, in the United States and other countries, loads of people have been fired from their jobs because they didn't get a vaccination, right? Whereas here, that's not a thing. However, it's not true that there's no pressure to get vaccinated. If you are a government worker, for example, they're going to strongly encourage you to get a vaccine. And if you say no or you don't, your name gets added to a list of people who refuse the vaccine. So you're not going to get fired, but it kind of is, it's stressful for people because it makes them feel like, oh, you don't want a vaccine, maybe you're against us, you're against the government. And then that's something that, obviously, given the history here, can make people feel quite uncomfortable. But all these things I'm talking about, this is relevant to local Nicaraguan people. They're the ones who kind of have to deal with vaccination being required. And again, the only time that's going to happen is if you're a healthcare worker. If you're not a healthcare worker, then it doesn't matter whether you get a vaccination or not. People ask you to, they encourage you to, but you're not forced to get a vaccination. And as far as tourism goes, it literally doesn't matter if you have a vaccination. It doesn't do anything. You still have to get a COVID test within 1 day. And if that test is later than 1 day, you got to get another test. And all the tests here in Nicaragua cost $150. So I've heard plenty of stories of people who are like about to leave, they get a test, but they get it like 4 hours too early or a day too early. So then it gets rejected, and then they have to pay $150 again to get another test. So you'll still have to deal with that. You still have to deal with wearing masks. You still have to deal with being distant and getting your hands sprayed when you enter a building. But as far as vaccination goes, there are no forcing of COVID vaccines. It's totally voluntary unless you are a healthcare worker. All right? I am building a free YouTube course, all filled with relevant information to those of you who are interested in living in Nicaragua. You can comment below with what you want to see in the course. There's already 38 topics, all from direct questions from people asking me these things over the years. And there will be even more. This course will be totally free, available for everybody on YouTube, so I encourage you to get involved with the creation process. Any question you ask, I will put in the course. And it is free because it is monetized through my consultation service. If you're interested in a phone consultation, talking to me, asking me about Nicaragua, then it is $20 for a 30-minute consultation. The link is in the top of the description below. You don't need to wait for me to publish the course to book a call with me. You can do this at any point. I just set it up again today, all right? Thanks for watching, and remember, comment below with what you want to learn about living here in Nicaragua. Bye!